$1 million enough? What you think, honey? Is $1 million enough?
You know what? To answer that question back in the day,
you know what? Happy Friday! What's going on, y'all? It's Nick here with Shalicia, and we're with F.O.F, Financial Coaching LLC, and we're here today to talk about what else? Money. Hope you all are having a great day today. So for this week, our financial topic is simply, is $1 million enough? What you think, honey? Is $1 million enough?
You know what? To answer that question back in the day,
you know what?
I would have said yes. It would be enough. I would be balling.
So balling like what? What would you be doing?
Balling like just buying the best car, nice house, living great. I don't know, vacationing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing all the things.
All the things I want to do.
So nice car, nice crib.
Right. Traveling.
What about
eating
clothes?
Good food?
What's
have
good
me
food?
A chef.
What's good food? Red Lobster? What are you saying? What's good
I do
food?
like Red Lobster, but no.
Nothing wrong with Red Lobster. I'm just asking the question. Why can't you ask the question?
No, but I have a personal chef. I don't know. I would cooking.
Yeah.
No.
So you be doing all of that, okay? Yeah. So pretty much you just ball out.
Right. But I realized that's I would
save. I didn't ask what you realized. I asked what would you do?
I would save too.
You would save?
Yeah.
You think you would save more of it than you would spend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me, yeah.
Okay. So for me, I mean, it depends on what point of life I was in. Like you, at some point I probably would just be like, okay, I'm gonna buy my mom a house. I'm gonna just, have a nice place to live for myself. Get it like a cool car, but I think I would probably save more of it than I would actually spend of it, just like the way I'm kind of wired. I think I would, but
yeah.
I don't know how much really balling out I would be doing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you would.
But at the same time, the 19-year-old me,
well,
maybe a little bit, but still, I'm still kind of the same. People that know me probably would say I'm kind of the same. So,
okay.
So I think it would depend. But the question is, for you all, is $1 million enough? So as my wife and I was talking this weekend, we decided to, let me not say we. I decided to do a breakdown on what $1 million could possibly look like and what most people would want to do. So what we did was, I said, all right, I'm going to take two people. We're going to go ahead and break them down and say, okay, what would they do with $1 million? First one we have is Beth. And as you can see, Beth, big baller. She obviously got the money out. She been shopping a little bit. She got the glasses on. She looking good, right? And so she hasn't really thought too much about what she was going to do with the money. Just when she got the million, she said, you know what? I'm going to just ball out for a second. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just turn up for a second. Spend $100,000 just on GP. She said, you know what? I'm going to just spend it. Why not? I might as well have a good time with the money. Next, she decided she was going to buy a house for $500,000. That's a pretty penny, but that's how she wanted to do. Then she said, you know what? I'm going to get a car too. She's going to spend $100,000 on a car, right? So obviously it's a lot of money that Beth has put into her lifestyle. Then she said, you know what? Let me be somewhat responsible. I'm going to take $300K, just put it in the bank, have it saved so that I can be ready for a rainy day or just be ready for anything that may come up. And so a lot of times we may do this when we get money. Even though it may not be $1 million, but we may want to do something like this. So hit the like button if you think you're more like Beth. Now next we have Keisha. Keisha got her $1 million too. Tax-free, no issues, just like Beth. But instead of going and spending the money, she took a step back and she decided, you know what, let me think about this a little bit. What exactly should I do? So she said, I'm going to buy a house, but she decided to spend $150K on her house. Big difference from Beth. And then once she spent the $150K, she said, you know what, I think I do want to get a new car. So she got a little car. She had a red car in her imagination. She was dreaming up a little bit. And so with that, she said, you know what, I'm going to get a car, but I'm only going to spend about $20K on the car, right? So $20K, which could get you a really nice car, could get you a new car as well, but that's all she wanted to do with her $1 million. But why only do that much? Because from her research and looking in, she decided, I'm going to go ahead and put 830 of it into investing. And so when she invested that, she figures, you know what? I can live off of 5% of that investment she put in the stock market. She didn't want to be a landlord. She didn't want to start a business. That's just what she wanted to do with it. So living off 5% of 830, that's about $41,500 per year. So she figured she could work a little bit and then use that other money as well to get where it is that she wants to go, because pretty much she don't really want to work in her lifestyle. So if you're more like Keisha, hit the like button for us as well. You all right, honey?
Yeah, I'm good.
You seem like you a whole different person.
Yeah.
Or two people maybe even.
Right.
No? You good?
I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good.
Okay, let's continue. All right, so our answer is $1 million enough? Well, to be honest with you, it depends. We say it depends is because it's all about how you want to live your life, right? Now, there's no judgment between Keisha or between Beth or between somebody who wants to spend a lot of it, between somebody who wants to save a lot of it, between somebody who wants to invest it. It all really depends on your lifestyle and what you want out of life. I mean, what would you say to that, honey?
I think it does depend on the lifestyle you want to live. And I know I was playing around, I was just thinking, like, that's what I would have done with the money had somebody gave me that large amount of money younger. But like now, being an adult, I would be a lot more wiser with that $1 million. And my lifestyle choice would be very minimal, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And I think that it's okay to spend some of the money. I mean, money is there so that we can spend it, we can enjoy it, but it's not all for that, right?
Right.
We can give some of it, we can save some of it, invest some of it, and enjoy some of it as well. And so I think sometimes what we forget is the long-term effect of having the money.
Yeah.
Is $1 million enough? It really is. It could be, but if you spend it all in one place, obviously it's not enough, right? And so when we think about people who win the lottery, or we think about people who get these big windfalls and they're out of money, it's usually just a matter of time. It's really because their money habits weren't in the right place, right? And so we can think like, oh, I don't want to just save all of it. Can I enjoy a little bit? Yes, you can. But are you thinking about the long-term effect? Do you want that money to last you a lifetime? Or do you just want that money to last you right now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think finding the balance for you, I think is very important, right? I think that's an overall thing. So between Keisha and Beth, who had the better ideas financially for the long term?
Yeah, of course, my girl Keisha.
So why would you say Keisha?
Keisha was smart with her, and she really took the time to invest. I mean, she bought a modest house, probably a modest car. Yeah, she's thinking long term, not just the right now, here and now. Right.
And if you think about it, she don't really have to do too much work. Like, she may work her job for a little bit because she only was really bringing in about $41K, but that's all she wanted to bring in. She could take more of that, but you got to remember, as you take, like, this is the thing. Let me take a step back. This is the thing. Like, when people hit retirement age and stuff like that, we always think, okay, we got $1 million from investing. We just want to take all that money and just spend all of it. But that's not how it should work. You have to live off that money for another 30 years maybe, right? So what you do is you take a percentage of that money and you live off of that percentage. So basically, the point is getting that big money. If you're thinking from an investing standpoint, you want it to last long. You want it to be able to draw it out, not just spend it all in one place, right? And so if we look at our girl Beth, yeah, she put $300K in the bank. That's good. But her lifestyle, how long is that $300 gonna really last? You got a $500,000 house. How much you got to put into that house to keep it going, to keep it operating? Think about the bills with it, the property tax with it, depending on where you live. There's nothing wrong with that, but what is her plan to sustain her lifestyle? And so that's my question and our question to y'all. What is y'all plan to sustain y'all lifestyle, right? What is your plan to continue to sustain it? Not just grow it, but then once you get it to where you like it, how are you going to sustain that? And so, again, is that $1 million enough? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. So you all comment below. Let us know what you think about $1 million being enough. Obviously, people have different ways and things they would do with the million. But I think overall, to close it out for me, the money doesn't matter. The amount of money really doesn't matter. If you got a lot of money or a little bit of money, you're probably still going to run into problems. That don't change. But what matters is your lifestyle. What type of lifestyle are you going to live? And whatever that is, can you sustain that lifestyle? So think about being able to do that. So hopefully you have money to pass on to the next generation. What you think, honey?
From my standpoint, being wise with money is just so important. You have to be responsible with the amount of money you have. I mean, whether it's a little or a lot.
Yeah.
And I also, to add to that, I just think value. really look into what you're valuing. I think that's really important when it comes to finances.
Yeah, that's good. And obviously, these examples are very simple. They could have wanted to start a business. Maybe,
Right.
Beth was going to start a business with that 300. Maybe she was going to get into real estate. But do something. I mean, again, debt freedom is important. I'm all about that. But do something that can sustain your lifestyle. How are you having money coming in? I think is a very important aspect. So, again, is $1 million enough? We're going to say it the third time. I don't know. Hopefully it is for you, but it's what you do with it. It's not how much. And with
Right.
that, we appreciate y'all for watching this. Please subscribe, please share, and send this out because we hope it will be helpful to you. Happy Friday!